I'm wondering if I should make a run for his capital and try and get that siege down first. I do have a sieger here. Because if he tries to siege my capital, then it's just going to be a straight up race. And with this guy, siege time is 30% faster. Because I do not want to fight him in the jungle. Unfortunately, my capital is in the jungle. Don't I have a higher champion cap now? No. Oh, yes. Yes, I do. I mean, this would be even better. Wetlands are bad for cavalry. Alright, you're not going after my capital anymore. So I'm kind of happy. Wetlands, you're not going to have the bushfighter bonus anymore. My cavalry aren't going to be as effective, but I have just better troops than you. Unfortunately, we're not going to get there in time. Drat. Did I see the new champion? No, I hadn't. Oh, and Eskild is also a pretty good fighter. He's Hale. Recruit to court. Recruit to court. Alright, fantastic. So the quality of our fighters is now going to be really good. You're immediately going to turn around. I'm going to get there like a day after you. Or on the day. Well, this has certainly become a war of maneuver at this point. Oh, are you going up there because you want to sail? Oh, please say it's so, because then I will chase you down. No, it looks like you're actually going for a gala. Now, are you going to come after me? Or are you going to try and out-siege me? You're going to try and out-siege me. Big mistake. I have a siege expert. Alright, race is on. Let's see how this goes. Hey Adaway, how are you doing? Great work with the commentary on the EU4 Grandest LAN. I was very jealous of you guys doing that. Oh, the race is on. But I'm winning it quite easily. This is an interesting place to fight because Vikings are just so dreadful at fighting in jungles. And all of the locals are very good at fighting in the jungles. Like, even when I get Huskarls, well, I guess they've got a really good resistance, which allow me to do better at just tanking arrows. But still. This is going to be close. There we go. Nope, we haven't actually taken it yet. Following the death sentence of a lowly thief, I asked my son and heir, Witty, what he thought. He responded that such a sentence was far too harsh for such a small crime. The punishment did indeed not fit the crime. He becomes just, or he stays just. Perfect. Are we Viking raiding in Africa? No, we use the ruler designer to start in Africa. Boom. I'll take the 100%. Thank you very much. Greetings, Chieftain Mordred of Igbo. May your humours rot in your living body. You're a much greater foe than I'd imagined. Well, to be fair, that was a bit scary. Ah, yes. More enemies up north. They were just raiders, and it's not actually my territory, so eh. Why are there two of you? Send you home. We now got 1300. Alright, so first things first, we desperately need to have our marshal increasing control. Let's start it here. And now Igbo is getting a little bit bigger. And we can raise an army of up to 1400. Which is now actually enough to challenge Ife, although 90% of Ife's territories are in jungle. So if they have any bushwhackers, then we're in trouble. Is that helmet not heavy? It is pretty heavy, which is why I tend to rotate it in and out. Also, when I have the helmet on, I have no sound. And I quite like the sound effects and music and things in this game. But yeah, the helmet is surprisingly heavy. There were two options when I bought it. You can get that one. You can also get it with the chainmail neck protection. Glad I didn't go for that, because yikes, that would have done a bit of a number on my spine. Would be cool if you could recruit men-at-arms that are specific to cultures in your realm rather than just with your capital. You can, actually. For example, I could technically get elephants if I owned enough territories in India or Asia. I could also get camels if I was in the Middle East, Persia or North Africa. And in fact, I am going to be able to get West African canoes, because we now have counties in Western Africa, as long as we convert them to Norse. And once I have 22 of them in West Africa, we can get war canoes to go alongside our longships. Is the helmet interior padded or just bare metal? It's padded. Kind of an interesting padding, because it's not really padded, it's like leather strips, which basically push your head away from the inside. I don't know if this is going to show off how it works. But you've got the straps here which go around your neck, which I usually leave off just so I can pull it on and off again. But then the inside has kind of these leather tabs. Can't really show you. Ah, where's the camera? There's the camera. Got these leather tabs which are like tied in. If that, you can see that. And that just makes it sit on top of your head. Quite smart actually, because you can adjust how high up or down the helmet sits. Wait, you're a Viking in Africa? Yes, I'm a Viking in Africa. Chieftain Mordred of Igbo, the also true Norse. And if we switch over to the... That's not faith. Culture. Norse. I've started the process of converting. Now, one thing I will need to do is cheat. So we've decided once I get a character with 10,000 piety, I will cheat myself territories in Scandinavia so I can reform the faith. But that's the only thing I'm going to do. Because otherwise I can't reform it. Unless, of course, one of the Scandinavians actually reforms it, in which case fantastic. I'm just not going to hold my breath for that to actually occur. And I'm also going to set myself a special rule where when I do reform the faith, I'm going to do one tenet at a time, or up to 2 doctrine shifts. So I can't like completely shift the doctrine and the tenets and everything as precisely how I want it. 1 doctrine and 2 tenets at a time. Sorry, other way around. 1 tenet and 2 doctrines at a time. What's the next stream, Mike? The next stream is going to be Kaiserreich. And in fact, there is a poll up on the Discord at the moment to determine what Kaiserreich. So currently in the running is National France, Insul India and Union of Britain. Although actually, since I last checked this, National France is running away with it a bit. Thought you didn't need to have holy sites. Pretty sure you do. Yeah, to reform the faith you need holy sites. To, like, upgrade the faith you don't. But to reform from unreformed to reformed, you do need holy sites. Once you've reformed it, you don't. Your realm does not contain at least 3 Ursa True holy sites with Ursa True holders. So I'll basically need to pinch those. I can do that through console commands. Reform the faith and then just give them back again. That's the plan anyway. Are there any patch links to the patch notes? You can find them on Discord. Or Poet can be nice and link them there. And yeah, one of the big patch changes is they have made religions a heck of a lot more stable. So hopefully we'll actually see Catholic hang around. The change they made is making holy wars affect fervor a lot less than they used to. So great holy wars can only be declared once every 30 years, which will stop the Catholicism's, oh, I got faith, or got fervor, let's immediately do a holy war and then lose it all straight away. So there should be less of the roller coaster which we had at the end of Santiago, which was just ridiculous. And then regular holy wars will also cost less fervor if you win and none if you lose. So losing a holy war doesn't lose you anything. Winning a holy war, if you win a holy war for a county, you lose 1 fervor. If you win a holy war for a duchy, you gain 2 fervor. Sorry, you lose 2 fervor. And if you win a holy war for a kingdom, then you lose 5 fervor. And Sirajin wants me to drink some tea. That can be arranged. Imperial Teacher, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. What's Kuresia? Oh, Kuresia. It's Germany. No, it's Norse Germany. Oh, that's amazing. Jarl Haston of Kuresia. Where was he from? It's only a Jarldom, he's not even a kingdom. It's this guy. He took Germany. He was like, yeah, I'm going to base myself in France and then take Germany from France. I thought it was him. Haston's the guy that starts with like a massive number of special troops. So, historically, Jarl Haston was like a super successful raider, like probably one of the wealthiest Vikings for his time, and he decided to settle in France because why not? And then he used that money to raise a bunch of special troops and then took Germany. So I'm going to build a palace in France, but then rule Germany. That's ambition right there. I also like the fact that he's actually moved his capital over to here rather than keeping it in France. You may get the Reformed religion yet. It all has to be owned by one realm, is the problem. So he's going to have Paderborn. Which I wonder if they've moved it. Because there's the county of Paderborn. But you have to own... How does it work again? It's a weird one. Hang on, easier way to see it is this. Then click on Norse to make sure that's selected. And he has to own... Here, Paderborn. Okay, Paderborn is actually in Paderborn now. So they moved that. Because it used to be, the barony of Paderborn was outside of Paderborn. It was like in Bremen or something, or Limburg. But yeah, Paderborn is actually in Paderborn. Good. Then the other one was Zeeland. Trondelag up there. Uppsala. Yeah, there it is. Zeeland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to own 3 of them. So usually it's one of the Norse Scandinavians who does it. Like if you get somebody who actually unites Scandinavia, Norway, Denmark and Sweden, then they can reform it. Sometimes you get a Frisian if they take that plus Sieland. You almost never get Paderborn, so this is going to be one of the few instances where we do. You can always build more palaces, especially when you have that much money. Conversions. Am I not converting? We are converting. Yeah, it's converting my capital, which I think is just fine. And then constructing buildings, which I thought I needed more prestige for. I do. So basically what you're telling me, game, is I need to start going raiding again. Rally the raiders! 1,200 against my 1,100. I have very good troops, but I'm not convinced about raiding into jungle. What I can do, though, is raid Opunda. He's somehow got 1,000 men now. Cool. Means it'll be a better fight! Martial lifestyle. Yes, please. I would like to have envelopment, so that my cavalry is better at countering their freaking bush hunters. And yeah, that's true, we do have more and better champions. 10 champions are 25, 22, 15, 14, 13, 8, 6, 4, 17, 15. Raiding in jungle is good, you get a huge defensive bonus when you're left caught standing there. Raiding in jungle is bad because all of them special men-at-arms get big bonuses in jungle. And they have a lot of them. That's these bush hunters I keep talking of. Catching them out here in the plains where I have loads of cavalry, fantastic. That's entirely in my favour. Plus 10 advantage. Their archers are 45% countered by my cavalry. And I have 10 champions to their 6, and their champions are terrible. This is going to be a slaughter. As I said. And yes, you can click the champions. There is a way of seeing exactly how many each knight killed, but I don't remember how. Oh, champions. That tab. Kettlemans killed 30, Abbas killed 26, S killed 20, Budley 18, Boulder 18, Chibuz 17, etc. And their guys sucked in comparison, 19 to 169. Champions are good. Champions are very good. We've got a prisoner. Ederazu. 15-year-old. Just gluttonous and impatient. Not very good at fighting, but he is just. If I keep him in jail, he is 15. We'll see how he is when he's 16. And then decide then whether we want to recruit him or not and press him into the army. Champions are OP as always. I don't think they're necessarily OP. 1, it's early game. 2, I've built my character to do good champions. The later the game goes on, the worse champions are. By the time my champion Tolair comes to me with his plan, he seems to have already made up his mind. Serving with the Varangians and Miklagard will bring both wealth and glory. Oh, go on then. We've already had one guy go off to Constantinople. 500 soldiers. Unfortunately, this isn't near the river, so we would suffer attrition rate in that. Yeah, we would. Nope, not doing it. Alright, let's head back to Igala. Drop off the 18 ducats we've managed to pull out of the ground. And then go and do some more damage. Oh man, this guy is really ratcheting up his troop numbers. That's not good. There's the raid loot. Let's sail over. Never knew there were jungles in Africa. I was thinking it was too low rain for it. I mean, here in West Africa, I mean, that's the thing. You can kind of see where the rainfall starts as you get closer and closer to the equator. I mean, the rainfall drops off as you get close to the equator. You know what I mean. It made sense in my head. I was kind of indicating with the mouse while talking about something else. Dangerous faction. Faction military power. Peasants? Peasants. They're 21%. Yeah, they're pissed, but their military power is pathetic compared to mine. An opportunity. In my attempts to align Adosa to my interests, I found an opportunity. I think I could argue that our goals are in fact the same as I dictate my next letter. Well, first of all, let's see if I can actually convert you. I can. I'm going to maintain subtlety, because I'm not a very good diplomat. Okay, so he's converted. Is there anyone else in my court that is not also true? No, I've converted everybody. Brilliant. And you're willing to offer a ransom. Guy's still only 15, so sorry. 14 days on the disembarkation penalty. In fact, you can't raise troops anyway. You're a one-province minor. $8 years, 20 years... 3 years. Slowly but surely converting everyone to our ways. This is actually going a little bit better than I anticipated it would. I think mostly because Africa's just so disunited, so fragmented. My Chancellor Obi has worked hard to convince our neighbouring realms and vassals that the peace treaty I entered with Adoma is flawed, illegitimate and unfair to me. Truce with him ends. I mean, I'd love to try and take his last province, because that would unite the entire duchy. But I can't have the holdings. Oh, hold on. I'm still a count. I can now actually afford to create this title. That gives... Oh, that didn't give me another holding. I thought it would. Well, wibble. But it is now de jure mine, so I could take it as a vassal. And then just take it off of him later. Did they nerf the Viking warlike religion? No. Xrix, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, it still says Duke +2. So I don't know why I was getting 4 before. It's been raided. You've got a lot of troops. Although, out in the plains, I'd probably beat you. I cannot get there without taking a bunch of attrition either. Oh, Alorin. Oh, you're not exactly wealthy. You are. You might actually be worth the attrition. Let's jump on our boats and then walk. We'll take 1 pip of attrition here. With certainty, I took Yevrity out playing with a bow, and to my surprise he ran into a wounded doe. He had not hesitated in the slightest to bring it down. I don't like the wording of this. To my surprise, he ran into a wounded doe. Was he the one to wound it? Is that what you're saying? Or is it literally just a random wounded deer and you're just like, okay, I'm going to shoot it now? Because that doesn't sound nearly as heroic. But greatness awaits you, Everett. You shot a wounded animal, apparently. Yeah, they added the kill list, but I don't seem to be getting anything on it. Because it should be appearing right there. But I'm not seeing it. The other thing we can do is go to the court, take a look at the champions. Ah, you've got one. Yeah, see, I thought that the kill list would also show like how many peasants you've killed, but apparently not. So this guy has killed a couple of characters in combat. I apparently have not. So I'm just going to chill here for a couple of days to get rid of the recently disembarked penalty. And we're going to head over here. We'll take 1 pip of damage. The same regardless of where I go. Yeah, basically. And then we'll go and take out the Duchy of Borgu. We'll be down to 900 men. They'll outnumber me by about 300. But I'm pretty confident in the abilities of my troops, particularly because we have almost 200 cavalry. Have I killed anyone? Not yet, apparently. Which, considering I've been personally leading all of these battles, is a little bit surprising to me. Particularly because of my very high prowess. Okay, battle is joined. 34 command skill against 14, giving an advantage of +10. They have archers, which are being somewhat countered. And then also Guinean uplanders, who are skirmishers fighting in favourable terrain. So they actually get a bonus fighting here. Not as big a bonus as my light horse, though. Guinean uplanders are going to counter my Huskarls. So, like, the flatland Africans, I'm going to have a penalty against, and then the jungle Africans I'm going to have a penalty against. Ugh. Yeah, just look at my champions just going completely crazy. Our champion Abbas ripped the head off of Dallo and became a berserker. Witness my berserker strength. Now you will. Now. Ooh. Ooh. What is this head I see before me? We're still taking attrition if we go to any of these. Are any of these worth money? 3 ducats. That's a no. And we have 30 ducats, so let's just go and drop this off. Because raiding here is actually kind of dangerous. And there's a lot of people who want to kill us. Go for the eyes, boo. Go for the eyes. Yeah. Prisoners can be ransomed. Has that kid come of age yet? Yes, he's now 16. And we can see he is a pretty good steward. He's a better steward than the one that we have right now. Just. Fortune builder. Oh, you're not even a steward, so he's actually going to improve because of his lifestyle. Then yes, I think I'm actually going to recruit you. Negotiate release. Demand conversion and recruit. Done. Welcome to the good guys. Now I'm going to spend some time swaying you. And you're also going to replace this chap as the new steward. Oh, they're still coming after me. They're like, I want revenge! Come back! Fine, I'll kill you again. See? The young mediator, there was a commotion between the children today. United was attempting to preach amongst her fellow youngsters and become a target of a small fight. Witty intervened and managed to stop the fight before anyone got hurt. Remaining calm in the face of pressure is incredibly important. Yes, it is, Witty. Yes, it is. Witty's going to be really good. Calm, just, and trusting. I like this combo. Right, then we had another prisoner. That's you. You're just a really, really young kid. Anyone going to pay me? Yes, actually, you are. Brilliant. Cha-ching! Crusader Kings, the very heartlands of Western Christianity, are under siege by the infidels. Desperate Christian lords have persuaded His Holiness Pope Stephanus to declare his intention of forging a righteous alliance to expel the heathens in the name of St. George. This could be the beginning of unprecedented Christian aggression. I mean, we did just take over Germany, so fair enough. Even if it is only 881. Bit early for the Crusades. Alright, we made it home. We'll go ahead and disband you so that you can regain your composure and your numbers. And we have enough money for another upgrade, which I think we're going to do in Igbo. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a war camp, because this gets me another knight slot. And also 150 more levies, which would be rather nice. Do it. Do it now. What would the Vikings call Africa? No, I'll leave it as Igbo. Once we get a kingdom, we'll rename it. We'll celebrate the coming of a kingdom. In fact, what do I need to get a kingdom? Probably not a huge amount more. We need 2 duchies. We've got 1. So I just need to take 1 more duchy. And 250 ducats, which is not impossible. Awesome. Anyway, I think that is going to make a good start for this series, so thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you're enjoying this. If you are, then be like Omnishamble and hit that follow button so you get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you're really enjoying this, then please do consider subscribing. It does help the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. If you would like to support the channel in other ways, check out the Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/Mordred Viking. I do have a YouTube channel where you can find the March of the Vikings series, which is the game where I started in Gotland, and then did eventually make my way to becoming the ruler of Mali, West Africa. So if you'd like to see how I did that going from Scandinavia as opposed to actually just starting here, then head over to that. Actually, did I make it to Africa in that series? I know I only uploaded a part of it to YouTube because the views just dropped off too heavily. The next bit is I do have a Discord, which is where the community hangs out. They are a very cool bunch, and it's always a real pleasure to see some new faces over there. So please do come join us. You'd be more than welcome. Also, there is currently a poll going up there in the polls section where we are deciding who I should play as next in Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich, which is up next at 10 PM this evening. The last announcement I just want to make is... Huzzah! Omnishamble, thank you very much for the subscription. Very much appreciate the support there. Thank you. Welcome to the Maudlings. The last announcement I want to make is I am starting a new Dungeons & Dragons campaign this coming Sunday, starting at 1 minute to midnight, Sunday night, going in towards Monday. So, 11:59 PM, Sunday night, new D&D campaign in Icewind Dale. We're currently announcing the players. I'm playing with my usual crew, so these are all good friends of mine. But it should be really cool. We are streaming it, and I can't wait to introduce you guys to it. It's a new campaign, new characters, so you can follow the story from the start. That's going to be, again, starting 11:59, so basically midnight, on Sunday night. And I really hope that you come out and join us for that, because it should be pretty cool. Who's streaming? Let's go and take a look-see. And see who we should go after. Is anyone else of my usual crew doing CK3? Gig hours. See who else is doing CK. Wow, that's a big drop in viewers. 270, 219, 15, 13. Yeah, let's go and raid Gigao. That's always a good time. Plus Gigao is just awesome. So head on over there, say hello from Mordred Viking. I'd love to see those long ships launched from our African holdings. If you're a subscriber, you can use that one with the long ships. If you are not a subscriber, then unfortunately you will not have the emotes. So you should copy and paste that one into the chat as soon as we arrive. So thanks everyone for watching. Again, I'll be back 1 hour time from now, 10 PM, and we'll do some Kaiserreich. Until then, goodbye.